Thousands of angry people turned out on the streets of garrison city Rawalpindi near Pakistani capital Islamabad. The mass rally condemned the UAE government over its decision to normalize diplomatic ties with Israel, to whom they called an apartheid illegal state. Similar rallies were also held in other major urban centers in Pakistan.
We condemn the UAE. Moreover, peoples in the Muslim world now hate the UAE leaders. In a similar fashion, they hated Egyptian leader Anwar Sadat, who had normalized ties with Israel. Our message to the Arab leaders is that our hearts throb with our suppressed brothers and sisters in the occupied Palestine.
The protesters called the UAE-Israel Nexus as an attempt to create adverse political conditions to compel other Muslim countries to follow the suit, and hence systematically surrender the rights of the Muslims to regain the territorial hold over third holiest Islamic site of Al-Quds Sharif, which Israel occupied in its 1967 war with Arab countries.
The UAE has stabbed in the back of Muslim world, and especially Palestinians who have been suffering from atrocities at the hands of Israel army for last over 70 years. Therefore, I demand Muslim countries to convene the session of OIC and compel the UAE to revoke its controversial decision.
Pakistan has never recognized diplomatically Jewish state since it illegally occupied Palestinian land in 1948. Islamabad has officially announced that UAE's decision to normalize ties with Israel will have far-reaching implications in the West Asia. The official statement argued that Pakistan has an abiding commitment to the full realization of legitimate rights of the Palestinian people, including the right to self-determination. The close ties of the UAE and Saudi Arabia with Israel and India, responsible for killing Muslims in the occupied Palestine and Kashmir, are now turning public opinion against them in Pakistan. It is unprecedented in Pakistan to witness such a public anger against the UAE government after it normalized ties with Israel. Analysts say that similar public resentment could possibly rise against Saudi Arabia if it also diplomatically recognizes Israel, which is responsible for killing tens of thousands of Palestinians and making millions of Arabs homeless. Javed Rana, Press TV, Islamabad.